Guys, don't forget to subscribe and help the channel get to 160,000 subs. Welcome to our FANS Wethu TV. It's the Carling Black Label Cup. Orlando Pirates 2, Magesi 1. I'm joined by the kid with no sense.
We miss you, Makuko. Where are you? Where's my friend, Mara?
Mukoko.
How is my friend? Damani go tell na ka Steve. Damani go tell na go Limpopo dama. Never reach Mukoko at that time. Yeah, Flopo Ilaya DRC I change man, but I miss my friend. My friend is the only guy who's proven that he can solve Pirates alone.
Yeah, what man?
Because she possesses then alone immortalities team. But first, let's credit how Orlando Pirates came into the game today, how they played Steve. They really played a very good football. Even so, the coach at some point bringing instruction during the game. The players are super furious about how they were playing at some point, not much happy about how they played. Even I saw his frustration after the game on a press conference, in which he shows is a coach who is Mr. Nonsense. He doesn't want any nonsense and anything. You gotta give credit for that. Man, you can have doubt on people, but as long as the person is delivering results, there's nothing you can say, Steve. We still yes, I still have doubts on him and much doubts on him in terms of even my experience work, what he has won, the accolades that he has won. But Umjita is bringing in the results, Steve, winning in game out, putting Pirates on the third spot, now going to the next, I think is the semi-finals of the competition, Carling Cup, in which it was tough for Pirates back in the years to get in. Last competition, I think they were not even in the quarterfinals. They were just out of the first game against the Magesi, very same Magesi that they played. But let's give a credit to Magesi, how they came into the game, Steve. They didn't play like previous. I will always refer to the previous game, Orlando Pirates, how that team played, resting too much. When they didn't rest, they tried to attack. Unfortunately, but their front three, they were not attacking that much. But they had quality players in the midfielder. Abom Sadi, Lebom Charlie, Steve, bringing that stability and everything. They could maybe make 3 or 4 passes compared to the other teams that come to Orlando and fail to make passes in the midfielder. They could make those kind of things. But unfortunately, going forward, they had opportunities. Unfortunately, they couldn't convert. Steve. There was a point where there was an opportunity. Unfortunately, Shapapala. But when he's not on our side, what can you say? She possesses. I mean, I think people can talk and say she possesses performs against only Pirates and everything. But she possesses. I mean, I talk about the man that has been that has had many more clean sheets than any other goalkeeper in the country last season. And for me, I think it was my goalkeeper of the season. Unfortunately, give it to Sipo Chaine. Well deserved. Sipo Chaine. He had a good season last season, but I think Sipesa deserved it more because of he was much tested than any other goalkeeper and managed to keep that clean sheet at the Magesi level. Very much tested. When you check some of this game, he was very much tested, but being able to keep those goals, those clean sheet. And you can question why a player like Sipesa they don't at big teams, Steve. I mean, you can see his quality, how handling Steve. Though yes, there are those wasting time and everything, but handling your high, positioning your high, Steve. Even during there was a wrong range, I think it was Ndaba shooting it into the box. I took it outside unbelievably so, Steve. He even deserved the man of the match. I think this is his 7th man of the match, 700k, Steve. He's taking it back to Zimbabwe, Steve. Wish high, Steve. But I think he's another goalkeeper that Zimbabwe have. Remember, Zimbabwe has the likes of Washington Arubi and also him in there to go into AFCON can be very, very, very much helpful. Coming to Los Orlando Pirates, Steve, their defense very much they were very good today. Unfortunately, Siama had some free mistakes, but what I like about his defense that they can cover him. Sometimes when you're playing, the mistakes do happen, but as long as you have people around you who can recover you, that's the good thing. Because remember last game, he made a mistake, Sipocheni covered him. Even today, I think there was a mistake that he lost the ball. Unfortunately, today he lost it to the side. Then there was someone who covered him, and that's the job of people you are playing against. I mean, you are playing as a team, Steve, so you need to do. Sipocheni and I sometimes that goal was not supposed to score on field. So that goal was just it's the very same goal as Kukuni. It's a goal he got into Leon, pushing high was not very well. So I think in some games sometimes you lose a focus a lot, and it will kill Pirates into. What if it was 1-1? It was gonna be you're gonna go to the extra time. In the midfield, I think they played very well, having the likes of Abu Tito Maswangani. I think Tito Masongani even went to the point that he played as a winger when they took out Barkema Apolis. He had a very good game, Steve. I think, as I told you, Mjita going to other AFCON is the only number 10 that I can trust that he can play go AFCON and lead us. And you saw the creativity that he brings in the midfielder, the composure that he brings in the midfielder going forward, Steve. The creativity. I mean, he dished out many assists. Unfortunately, even today they couldn't convert. But Mahopa, even last game, you remember there was a point where Tito dished out an assist. And Mahopa failed to convert. But today, Tito dished out an assist, and he was very tired. Remember, Tito is not a pacey player, and Pirates, they play according to pace these days, as you can see. Yes. So Tito was not a pacey player playing on that wing, trying to play there. Even there was a point that they wanted to kick him out. I saw them changing the sub, and he got the ball. He assisted to Mahopa, and Mahopa got that goal, a very good goal. Even the goal got Moremi. And a policeman, we saw him at Polokwane City. What we are seeing here is nothing new, Steve. It's just a matured boy that has been performing very well, has the composure, speed going forward, even can produce assists, can produce goals and everything. He's even, that guy is just only that confidence in him, Steve. I saw him, there's a point, he lost the ball, Steve, and managed to even recover the very same ball that he lost at the same time, Steve. So Umjita is very much talented, Steve. I think I will also even risk my bet on saying this guy will be in the nominee of the player of the season, just like I will risk my bet about Makaula, Steve. I think Umjita is going to be there. But as for Pirates, I think they have a lot to compete for, Steve. They have a lot of quality players, as I told you. They have depth, Steve. At every position, they can replace a player and nothing changes. You can see even how they replaced the Poshinaga Hotto with Ndaba, a young, experienced player. Played very good today. Even played better than even Hotto, Steve. Going forward, Umjita can go forward, give you the passes cut inside, Steve. So that's the thing. And he knows when the time to go forward and the time to come and recover, Steve. He has that speed, Steve. Hotto sometimes, he just runs, and unfortunately his runs sometimes are just useless and not giving anything. But Ndaba today had a good game. So I think, man, Pirates, they really don't have a reason for them to say they won't win this cup. They really don't have a reason for them to say they won't compete this season. I don't know, Steve, what more do they need? They have qualities at every position, Steve. Okay, goalkeeper position, yes. If we get injured, that guy, I don't know who's going to come. But they have quality at every position that they can replace and have something. Abumbule they can get in and still bring the job. Wanasesi can come in. And before I close, let me give credit also to Uyanele Mbutuma. I think I much doubted him a lot when he came, but today I saw the real Mbutuma, Steve. Umjita is sort of a combination of Umabasa and Mahopa. What I like about him, he can stay in the box and wait for the ball. That's why he's dangerous. Playing in between the two centre backs, Steve. Even the previous game, he came in, played through the centre backs, disturbed the defense, Steve, and got a goal. Today, unfortunately, Shipazes was on fire. Yeah. That's the reason why he didn't be able to score. But he got many opportunities. A very young, talented man, Steve. Asif, I love you.
Thank you, Jack. Thank you, Jack.